Happy Tuesday!
My name's Nick.
My name is Alan.
And welcome
into the dungeon.
As the first rays of the morning sun gently kiss Erevan's hut with its welcome warmth, our heroes begin to stir from their slumber, slowly awakening to the unfamiliar surroundings of Erevan's hut. They had arrived late in the night after a grueling trek through the haunting Neverwinter woods, taking refuge in the enigmatic artist's dwelling. The air inside the hut is infused with the smell of fresh paint, hinting at the creative soul who has spent the entire night immersed in his art. As our heroes wake up, their eyes begin to adjust to the dim light filtering through the curtains, revealing the intricate details of Erevan's works which adorn the walls. Yawning and stretching, our adventurers exchange tired but content glances, grateful for the shelter that they had found. The embers in the hearth crackle softly, casting a warm glow over the room and dispelling the residual chill from the night. Near the window, Erevan lies sprawled out on a comfortable-looking armchair, surrounded by half-empty paint jars and brushes scattered around like fallen leaves. His peaceful expression speaks of the satisfaction of a night well spent, his head resting on a cushion as colourful as his artwork. You may roll for perception.
Total of 10.
As you're looking around the hut, you notice that he's got a sketchbook resting on his lap, and outside the window, the Neverwinter woods begins to stir with life and the sounds of nature. Birds sing melodies of their own creation, and a gentle breeze rustles through the leaves, echoing the serenity of Erevan's artwork.
That was a very good night's rest, yes. Look at the wall. It's adorned with a beautiful painting. I want to inspect it closer, see what I see.
As you get closer, you see that the painting reveals a breathtaking panorama of the Neverwinter woods, almost alive with magical creatures and hidden wonders, the colours vivid and alive, seemingly moving within the frame. It's quite a piece of work. You see Fenna rising up to her feet, stroking Caspus.
Yes, I'm glad finally inspiration hit him again.
Well done, Shrew. Your stories have inspired him.
Yes, inspired.
As you're there looking at the painting, Erevan begins to stir, blinking away the last remnants of sleep. Upon noticing your presence, he greets you with a warm smile, his eyes glowing with the passion of an artist who has just birthed a masterpiece. Good morning, friends.
Oh, you awake. Good morning.
My back's a little sore from this chair, but I did it.
Oh, I can see. It's a great job. It's wonderful. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, you're too kind, but I couldn't have done it without your help.
You're welcome.
I trust you slept well.
Oh, brilliantly. The fire kept us warm indeed. It's been a while since we slept indoors, at least comfortably.
You've been on your travels long then, friends?
Around a month, I'd say. Put all together. Been more since I'd left the Meow of Deadman.
I can run a hot bath for you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be brilliant. I'd fancy a bath. Before we set off with the next leg of our journey.
Do you think we have time, Shrew?
There's always time for a bath. We can take one in pairs if need be to make it quicker.
Well, I suppose you're only little. Probably take up half a bath.
That's right.
You see Sister Garel and Fenna blushing.
What do you say, Fabian? Want a bath?
I think it would be good.
Then let's do it.
Soften these aching muscles.
Yes. If it's not much trouble, do run us a bath, please. Do you have any soaps? Those smelly soaps that keep you all refreshed?
Yes, I have some soaps that I have crafted myself.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
So Erevan wanders off to draw you guys a bath. And he invites you to help yourself to his pantry to get some breakfast in you before you depart. After a short while, he comes back and lets you know that the bath has been prepared. Well, let's get this over and done with, Shrew.
Well, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to relax in a nice bubbly bath. So I walk into the room.
Yeah, you see a freshly drawn bath there.
Nice. What is it, like the Witcher bath? Like a tub?
Yeah,
all right.
A wooden tub.
Nice. But yeah, take my clothes off and jump in. Ooh, it's quite hot. When you get in, be careful you don't burn your bottom.
Scoot your side, Shrew.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my aching muscles. Oh, I've forgotten how long it's been. Why don't you move some of those bubbles a bit?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. And I cover myself up with the bubbles. Anyway, what do you think we'll find in Phandalin, Fabian?
Well, I'm hoping that our friends Dazzle and Orbus are still there. And of course, Halia.
It's not the time to think of Halia.
No.
Not right now.
Not in this bath, no.
But yes, I hope everyone's doing well, and I worry for Bernie.
Yes. Last night would have been the 10th night. It was a full moon.
I don't know if Sister Gorel will be able to heal him, to cure him, now that he's fully turned into a were-rat.
Well, if it's just a curse, she seems to remove it from you and Fenna.
Time will tell, I suppose. Time will tell.
Not looking forward to seeing Harbin, though.
No. Not at all. That stuck-up, hard-headed man is probably up to some of his scheming plots again, and nothing good for the town, I imagine.
I wonder if he's still wearing that hat of yours.
Well, I suppose that if he's figured out that he can use the wand without the hat, he might have taken it off, unless he's taken a liking to it, which I wouldn't blame him if he has, to be honest. It's quite a dashing hat, if I do say so myself.
I'm amazed Boffin managed to stitch that together.
Yes, poor old man. Perhaps he's taken a liking to stitching too.
Who knows, maybe you've inspired him to open up a
tailor's.
A tailor, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see what we find when we get back. I can't wait. It's been, what, a little over a week or under a week?
It's been a 10-day.
Well, yes. Seems like longer.
It'll be a few more days before we get back.
Yes, well, if you don't mind me, I'll scrub my bum and my armpits.
Oh, hold your horses. Let me get out before you do that.
Okay.
Just wanted to relax a little.
I need to get nice and clean, you know.
Yes, I've seen how you look at Sister Gorel.
What? No, I'm not talking about that. Don't be preposterous. I like to be clean when I set off in a new leg of my journey. It's like if I'm washing away the bad luck of the last encounters and tribulations, and it's a new start.
Perhaps that's why the centaurs didn't let you ride them. There's a certain odour.
Well, yes, it's been a while. And that's why now, as I'm scrubbing and washing myself, I'm going to get into every nook and cranny and wash myself right up.
I'll let you get onto it then. I'm good for now.
Okay, I'll see you outside.
And with that, Fabian removes himself from the tub, dries himself, gets his clothes and armour on, and makes his way out. Is Shrew doing anything else?
Well, I'll finish up scrubbing up, getting nice and squeaky clean, and then I'll get out. I won't take too long if the others are waiting, but after, 10 minutes, I'll get out, get dressed, and join the rest of my friends.
So your friends take their turns as well, with fresh water poured in between?
Oh, everyone has a bath.
Yeah.
Are they sharing or taking individual turns? Because I'm going to be pissed off if they take individual turns, because I shared to hasten things. So, what are they doing?
Well, Fenna and Sister Gorel have taken separate baths.
Okay, so we're wasting time here.
They've been very quick, though.
Well, I can't believe this. I've taken a bath with the smelly old Fabian here to speed things up, and here everybody's taking their time, taking a bath individually. This wasn't part of the plan at all.
Well, we've just met, Shrew.
Well, it's not a matter of meeting. It's about a matter of keeping timings and being punctual, and now we are delayed.
That's all right, mate. I don't need a bath.
No, I can tell. You don't often bathe, do you?
Not one of our strongest points, I'll admit.
You should try one day. It's quite refreshing.
Perhaps once we get to Phandalin.
Very good. Is everyone ready then?
Yes, I suppose we better get going.
One thing, Erevan, do you sell these bath soaps? They smelled quite nice. The best I've bathed in.
Well, you can take some if you'd like.
Yes, I'd very much like that.
He presents you with 3 soaps wrapped up in paper.
Thank you. I put them away in my pack. What are you to do now?
Well, I'll continue with my art now that my inspiration has returned.
Do you sell these, or...?
No, they're just for me.
If I came across your ex-wife in one of my adventures, do you want me to tell her anything?
No, there's no need.
Very well. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much for your generous hospitality, but I think it's time for us to leave. Thank you again,
You're welcome.
and see you around.
Here, before you go,
Yes.
a small gift.
Oh, another one. Thank you.
And Erevan presents you with a small sketch of each one of the party members, including Caspus.
Oh, this is magnificent. I've never had a drawing of myself before. This is lovely.
Well, you did have that wanted poster.
Well, that doesn't count. That was a ugly sketch. This is a work of art.
Well, if you're ever in these parts of the woods again, you know where my hut is now.
Yes, and I've got a gift for you. You've been ever so generous. I feel bad leaving you empty-handed. So I rummage through my bag and I pick out the blue quartz mermaid statuette, which I found back near the lighthouse. I believe I had kept it with me, and I present it to him. Perhaps this will aid you ever lose inspiration again. Its mere beauty will probably help you get out of a dump.
Wow, this is quite a gift. So beautiful and
Yeah.
exquisitely crafted. Are you sure, my friend?
Yes, it's the least I could do.
I will treasure this. It will remind me of you and your great tales. Perhaps for my next piece, I will draw a scene from the story of Seedy.
Oh, I'd love that. Maybe one day I'll come and visit and see it for myself.
That would please me. Well, I don't want to be keeping you any longer. Be off then.
Very well. Farewell. And I turn and exit through the door. Just as a heads up, when I woke, I prepared new spells. As I've leveled up also, I have 2 level 4 slots, so I've mixed it up and had a few new spells added.
Very nice. Are you going to share those or are you going to leave them as little surprises for when you use them?
Probably better as a little surprise if I do use them.
And with that, Shrew Shrubberies set forth once more into the embrace of the Neverwinter Wood on the quest to find the Tribor Trail. The weather's taken a favourable turn as the sun reaches its zenith, casting its golden rays for the canopy, dappling the forest floor with warm, inviting hues. As you continue to walk on, your attention's turned to small groups of colourful butterflies fluttering through the air, the delicate wings creating a kaleidoscope of beauty. The melodic songs of birds fill the air, and the gentle rustle of leaves overhead provides a soothing backdrop to your journey. The scent of blooming flowers mingles with the earthy aroma of the woods, enveloping Shrew Shrubberies in a symphony of nature's scents. You feel that the woods almost seem to respond to your presence, offering glimpses of hidden glades and secret clearings, each one more enchanting than the last. You almost feel captivated by the beauty of the forest, feeling a sense of peace and wonder. Give me a roll for survival. You can do it with advantage because there's more than one of you.
16.
As you continue, the path leads you to a river winding its way through the woods. Its waters flow serenely, reflecting the vibrant colours of the surrounding flora. You can hear the gentle babbling of a brook, a calming presence in the woods. The sound of the river is soothing as it carries away the burdens of your journey, leaving only tranquility. You see that the riverbank is lined with tall, graceful willow trees, their branches gently swaying in the breeze, the leaves brushing softly against the water's surface, causing ripples that create a mesmerizing pattern of light and shadow. Moss-covered stones and fallen logs provide inviting spots to sit and rest, inviting you to take a moment and appreciate the serene beauty of this scene. What a beautiful scene. I've never been in this part of the woods before.
Yes, nor have we. Indeed, strikingly beautiful.
It seems that these woods keep offering surprises, although this time I'm glad it was one of beauty rather than one of danger.
Yes.
You notice here that the air is fresh and cool, a welcome respite from the warmth of the sun-dappled woods. As you prepare to continue on your journey, you take a look towards the river and the forest beyond, and you realise that you're going to need to find a way to cross this 100-foot wide river, which is cutting a path before you.
What does the river look like? White rapids? Is it rather calm?
I mean, it's fast-flowing, but it's not wide rapids.
And you said the river looks tranquil, and I mean, in terms of there aren't any crocodiles snapping out from inside it or anything like that. It looks rather benign.
As far as you can see, yes.
Okay.
You can try to perceive what's around.
I want to try and perceive if there's anything dangerous swimming in its waters.
Roll a perception check then.
Total of 22.
As you're looking at these waters, you hear the sound of falling water not too far away from you. What sounds almost like a small waterfall. As you look for anything lurking within the waters itself, you don't see anything.
And is a small waterfall going downriver, I imagine?
Yeah.
Alright, take a moment to cast a spell.
Ooh, what are you casting?
This is one of the ones I had prepared earlier. new one. It's called the Water Walk. So I cast a spell and I start walking into the river and turn around. Look! We can just walk across.
A man of many talents.
And
How are we supposed to get across, Shrew?
have a little faith and step into the water.
I don't fancy getting wet.
Well, sometimes you need to get wet to get what you want.
I better not fall in, Shrew.
We'll see.
Fabian starts walking off the bank and into the water. Can he walk on the water?
No.
You damn halfling!
It's only a joke.
I'm soaking, Shrew.
Well, from the pants down only. Don't be such an alarmist. Here, Fenna, you try. Gary, you go ahead as well.
No, I do.
No. Trust me.
Look at your
It's
friend.
okay. I know it's okay, but trust me. Do you trust me?
Roll a persuasion.
6.
I think we're going to have to find another way.
No. Fenna. I walk up to Fenna and extend my hand. Do you trust me, Fenna? It's me, Shrew. I would never do that to you.
Why can't Fabian walk in the water?
Because I omitted him from the spell on purpose. It's a joke. It was a prank on Fabian, but I'd never prank you. You know it, Fenna.
Fabian draws his sword and with the broad side of it splashes you completely from head to toe
Hey,
in water.
that wasn't necessary at all, Fabian. Grow up.
How am I supposed to get across?
Well, Fenna will carry you.
How's Fenna going to carry me?
The badger, you can mount the badger.
Oh, I'm not going to let you hear the end of this, Shrew.
Fenna, take a step.
She steps off the riverbank. What's happening to her?
She's walking on water.
Well, I never.
You see?
Is this some of your new powers?
Yes, a new power gifted to me by Cinemus. Walk on water. Beautiful spell. It allows you to walk not only in water, snow, lava, anything you want. Anything liquid. For up to an hour. It's a great spell, very useful. Gary, you try now. I promise you won't fall in.
If I fall in, mate, I'm throwing you in.
Oh, Murkup. No, you won't fall in either. I've got you covered. Although perhaps I shouldn't have, and that way you would have had a little bath.
I hope I'm not wet, Shrew.
Yes. No, you won't get wet. I promise you.
She steps off the riverbank and onto the water. Is she walking on it or is she falling in?
She's walking.
Murkup starts walking off the riverbank as well. Quite uneasy as he steps off. Is he walking on water?
Yep.
You see Caspus stood at the riverbank, his whiskers twitching a bit. Looks a little nervous to be stepping onto the river. Give me an animal handling with advantage for Fenna.
Total of 21.
Fenna extends her hand out towards Caspus. It's alright, Caspus. You won't get wet. And Caspus nervously steps into the water, his tail rigid, his whiskers twitching. He seems confounded that he stood in water.
Good boy, Caspus, you see? Nothing to worry about.
So I'm supposed to ride Caspus without a saddle then?
I'll carry you across, Fabian. Cheer up a bit.
You're gonna carry me across the
Yes,
water?
I'll just pull you along. Get on my back, come on.
Okay, give me an athletics check. with advantage, because Fabian's trying to hold on.
Okay, 16 minus 1, 15.
So Fabian clambers onto your back. Seems a little uneasy. You're now feeling the full weight of this fully grown man on your back. My feet are still getting wet, Shrew.
I clearly didn't think this through. You weigh a ton, Fabian. What have you been eating?
Not much lately.
You and your ways. You could have just walked like the rest of us.
Didn't your spell cater for me as well?
It must be because you're not pure of heart, similar to that time in the catacombs.
And Murkup is.
You'd be surprised.
What are you guys doing then?
I'm slowly walking across the river until we get to the other side of it.
As you start making your way across the river, you get about 30 feet across, and you hear this enchanting melody, almost coming out from the water itself. Breaking through the surface, you see this playful, beautiful woman emerge. Her voice is captivating. She's a vision of ethereal beauty, with long flowing hair and the colour of sparkling water, cascading down her back like a waterfall. Her eyes are a mesmerizing shade of deep blue, reflecting the calmness and mystery of the river. Her skin radiant and almost translucent, as if she is made from the very water she inhabits. You see that she is wearing a gown, woven from water lilies and adorned with pearls, shimmering like droplets of water in the sunlight. As she moves slowly towards you, You see that droplets of water trail behind her, leaving a glistening trail in the air. She breaks a mischievous smile that hints at a playful nature, and she greets you with a melodious laugh.
My name is Nysara. I'm the guardian of this river, and this is my part of the woods. What brings you here?
Nice to meet you, Nysara. We're just wandering across. We mean no harm. We wish not to disturb your beautiful river and home. We're just passing by, that's all.
Passing by to where?
Back to our house, our home, rather. Phandalin. Why is that funny?
And where have you come from?
We've come from the Stone Circle, back in Neverwinter Woods.
Oh, a dark place.
Indeed.
And you bring an orc with you?
No.
They have been rather troublesome in these woods.
Yes, but this is a good orc. Good-hearted. He's helped us defeat the nuisance that were the Anchorites and the summoning of Gorthok.
Who is Gorthok?
It doesn't really matter. Anyway, I don't wish to trouble you. If you don't mind, I'll be on my way. I don't want to be stepping on your river much longer.
Well, before I let you cross my river, or leave it as a matter of fact, I needed to prove that you're worthy to traverse these woods on my waters. If you can answer my riddles, I will let you be on your way.
He's getting rather heavy. Isn't there a place I can set him down and answer your riddle? But literally, I am worthy. Look at me. I'm crossing. I'm walking on water. Have you ever seen anyone do this before?
And she rises slowly from the water. You can see that she too can stand on it.
Okay, show off. Can you hold him if you want me to answer your riddle? He's getting rather heavy.
She doesn't look interested in holding Fabian.
Is there a stone nearby cropping out of the river?
You can see that a little way further forward, there is indeed a large rock.
Can I drop him off there?
Sure.
And she escorts you towards this rock.
Fabian, I try to whisper. This isn't looking good at all. This reminds me of those butterflies.
We did see butterflies before.
What?
On the way here.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Makes sense. More riddles. Oh, I enjoy riddles, but it's not the time. Anyway.
I think we should humour.
Yes. I'll set you down here. I'll pick you up later. I'm starting to regret not having given you the ability to walk on water yourself.
So you could have included me then.
Yes. I told you it was a prank.
I'll drown you the next time I nib off.
I'm sorry.
Are you ready then?
Lay it on me. I'm the Guido Masuradar. I'm the expert of quizzes and riddles and all these kind of wonderful things. I'll have you know, I defeated a quiz not too long ago. Some butterfly enigma thing appeared and gave me a very hard quiz. I wonder if you'd get it yourself.
I'm sure I will.
Well, here's how it went. And I tell her the riddle, the colours of the butterflies and all that. I bet you can't answer. Actually, if you can't answer, you let us pass.
No, that's not the way this works.
Well, if you can't answer, you give me a second chance if I don't guess yours. How about that?
You can have as many chances as you want until you give up. But then, I'm afraid you probably won't leave or reach Phandalin. That's hardly a riddle.
Really?
The answer is 18 indigo butterflies and 29 violet butterflies.
Yes. You're quite good at this. Well, give me yours.
Well, here's the first. I crossed the river without moving. What am I?
Well, that's easy. There could be more than one thing. For starters, Fabian is crossing the river without moving, as I am carrying him. That's one, but I doubt that's the answer to this riddle.
You see her shake her head with
No.
a playful laugh.
I know. I'm just pointing out. There could be more than one answer. You haven't thought that through yourself, have you? But I'll give you yours. The answer is a bridge.
Very good. Very good.
I told you I was good.
Then on to the second. The more you leave behind, the more you take.
Well, that one's even easier. Time, of course.
That is incorrect.
Damn it! But think about it. If you take your time, the more time you take, the more you leave behind. Makes sense.
Actually, I think you've got it the wrong way round. I said the more you leave behind, the more you take.
Oh, yes, okay. Oh, yes, this is... Now I've got it. Footsteps.
That is correct.
Yes. I'm quite good at this, I told you. I just got the other one muddled up, that's all.
Then for this last one, if you complete it, and I let you cross, I shall let you part with a gift. I have towns without people, forests without trees, and rivers without water. What am I?
You have me stumped here. Town without people, forest without trees, and rivers without water. A desert.
You see that Ixara's initial playful demeanour begins to shift a little.
Okay.
Her eyes darken,
Hey.
and a smile turns to a stern expression of disappointment.
No need for that. It's just one I've got wrong. Hold on. Give me a clue.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Total of 20.
You have to think a little less literal and more along the lines of representation. So what would represent a town without people, a forest without trees, or a river without water? Does that help or does that make it worse?
No, it just doesn't make it worse, but it doesn't help, really, because obviously I knew I wasn't being literal, because nothing would make sense if it were literal. But, yeah, it's not much of a clue. I mean, what would represent... The hard thing about this is that are the three things encompassing one thing, and the three things together are supposed to represent something. So, for example...
One thing will have all three.
One thing will have all three. For example, perhaps the river without water would be veins, for example. Then...
No, that would be three separate answers.
No, I mean, so veins without blood. Then the town without people could be the brain, for example. And then the forest without trees would be the hair. So you have a corpse. You have a skeleton. But yeah, I mean...
Shrew's corpse floating in the river.
No, it doesn't help much, but let me think. Another 5 minutes. Put the time on. Okay, I think I have an answer. Probably not it, but... Okay, calm down, Icespire. No need to get angry. It's just a riddle. I think I know what it is. Emptiness. You are emptiness. You don't have trees, you don't have people, you don't have water. Emptiness.
And is that what you intend to bring to my woods, on my river? Emptiness?
No, of course not. I'm here to protect the woods. I'm a druid, can't you see? I've defeated Gorthok, and I'm here to expel any unwanted and unnatural being from the forests. It's my duty to protect them. My mentor, you might know her. Cinemus, Dryad from the Mere of Deadman. She's entrusted me with the woods of these areas. I'm not going to bring emptiness. No. On the contrary, bountifulness and prosperity to the forests.
Well, perhaps she needs to mentor you a little better, for that is the wrong answer.
Damn it!
You see us gracefully raise her hands. Water droplets start to fall into the river, and a circle begins to form at her feet.
Whoa, what are you doing? Calm down.
You have one more chance.
No. You said I could answer them forever.
Well, until I get bored.
I can sing you a little song. You won't get bored.
Give me an intelligence check.
17.
Okay. We use one in almost every session.
Oh, damn. Yeah, okay. Now I know what it is.
Are you sure, Halfling?
Yes, I'm sure. What do you take me for? A fool?
Well...
A map?
You see her eyes turn from that expression of disappointment to one of playfulness again, and she breaks a smile.
That is correct.
Of course it is. Just needed a bit of time to think about it. And a few hints.
She reaches one hand into the sleeve of the other.
Hold on. What are you doing?
And she pulls out a map.
Oh.
I'll let you be on your way. As promised, here's a gift.
And she presents you with a map.
Thank you for wasting my time and for this map.
She starts twirling, almost dance-like, starts descending back into the water.
You may cross.
She disappears beneath the surface.
You made that much harder than it had to be. We were 2 paces away from the other side of the river.
Oh, we're about halfway.
Well, yes. Let's carry on before she returns with more riddles.
You guys make your way to the rock. Don't forget about me, Shrew. I'm not swimming across.
Oh, sorry, yes, Fabian. I walk up to Fabian, crouch down so that he can piggyback on me again.
He manages to get on you.
And then we walk to the other side. A bit quicker than before.
You get to the other bank. You're now back on dry land. Damn you and damn these wet, soggy boots, Shrew. What was that she gave you?
Oh, I don't know, a map of some sorts. I unscroll it.
As you're looking at it, it's marking a location within the woods. You can see that there's some dwarven runes scrolled on it, and an X.
Seems to be a treasure.
Would appear so. Does an X mark the spot?
Is it close by?
Give me a survival check, with advantage.
16.
As you're looking at this map, looking at your surroundings, your eyes drawn to a particular bend of the river, which seems to reflect that on the map. Looks to be in the direction you're heading in anyway, just south, not too far from here.
We shouldn't waste more time, but it's kind of in the way, don't you guys think?
Yes, I think that bend, that sharp bend down there, I think it's this one. If it's on the way, but if it's not, I wouldn't recommend that we dilly-dally around.
I agree.
Mr. Shrew?
What? Mr. Shrew? No, don't call me Mr. Shrew. You're making me feel like an old man. Call me Shrew, that's fine.
A Shrew?
Yes.
Man of many talents. Riddles?
Riddles, yes.
Walking on water? Speaking with animals?
Animals.
I wonder what other tricks you have hidden.
Well, no, I'm not hiding anything, I promise. I'm all above board. All is fine. All is dandy. Yes.
You see Sister Gorel break a smile.
Anyway, let's go this way.
So you continue to venture south, moving away from the river, and deeper into the forest. After a short while, the trees seem to close in on you, the gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Here now the sunlight struggles to penetrate through the dense canopy, casting an eerie glow on the forest floor. After about an hour or so, you see in the distance what appears to be an ancient, dwarven ruin, its existence shrouded in the mists of time. The atmosphere here now feels heavy with mystery and the echoes of a long, forgotten civilization.
Norvus and Dazzling would kill us if they knew we were here. They'd be so jealous. A dwarven ruin.
Dwarven ruin and a stone circle.
And a promise of treasure hidden within it.
I'll have to get in line to do anything to you. Next time we're in a bath, I'm dunking you in head first.
We won't be in a bath anytime soon. I'm sorry to dash your hopes.
What are we doing then?
Let's go. Of course. It's on the way, isn't it, Venna?
Yes, we're heading in that direction.
It's been a long time. We haven't had a little treasure hunt. Oh, I'm feeling quite frisky. Let's go.
You're heading towards the ruin, yeah?
Yeah.
You now stood at this entrance to what looks to have once been an ancient dwarven hall. You can feel the air that's coming from within is cool and musty, carrying the scent of damp earth and ancient stone, along with the smell of decaying wood and an aroma of moss and lichen. You can see that nature itself seems to have been reclaiming this once proud hall of the dwarves. Are you going inside?
Yes, but now I'm coming down a bit and going in a bit more quietly.
Give me a blind stealth roll. But instead of giving me 6 individual rolls, just give me 1 and add the highest. Actually, roll with advantage and use the highest dexterity of your group. Is that +2?
My dexterity is +2, yeah.
So Shrew and his companions start moving silently into this ancient hall. You see that the walls are adorned with intricate dwarven runes and carvings. Some still clear, others faded with time. You see a little sunlight that's managed to break through the canopy of the trees above, filtering softly through the cracks in the ceiling, casting ethereal beams of light that dance amongst the dust particles in the air, creating an otherworldly aura. Outside you can hear the faint rustling of leaves and the soft whisper of the wind, as if the very forest surrounding the ruin is paying its respects to this long-lost civilization. As you step into this hall and make your way through this first corridor, you find the remnants of dwarven craftsmanship, long-abandoned tools, fragments of pottery, and ancient metalwork. Give me a perception check. With advantage.
Alright, a 6 and a 1. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Oh, another one. The only time I can roll ones is when I re-roll a 1, so it'll have to be 6 + 4, 10.
As you're making your way through these corridors, you notice that there are cobwebs draped across these long-forgotten hallways and doorways, adding to the sense of an untouched and secretive place. Vines and roots have long found their way through the cracks in the walls and floor, merging the work of the dwarves with the work of nature. As you continue to press on, you find yourself now inside a large room, where in the centre a grand but weathered statue of a dwarven king, testament to the once mighty ruler who once called this place home. Here, as with the rest of the hall, You see that the forest has reclaimed much of this room, as vines and branches wrap around the statue. You see also that it's thick with cobwebs, and in its hands, you see what looks like an impressive bronze great axe. Surrounding the statue, the walls are adorned with tapestries that, although faded, still depict scenes of epic battles and the dwarf's triumphs. As you walk further into this room, you notice that the floor is thick with webs and roots and vines that you have to carefully walk over in order to not trip.
Do these webs look old or rather new?
Give me a nature check.
Natural 20.
There seems to be a mix here. Webs that have collected over centuries, maybe even millennia, alongside fresher looking webs.
Tread carefully, friends. We seem to be entering a nest of spiders.
Oh, I hate spiders.
What don't you hate? Orcs, spiders. No offense, Murkup.
I'm taken, mate. Understandable.
Goblins. Anyway, as I say, tread carefully, keep your wits about you.
Have you seen that axe?
Oh, mighty indeed.
Do you think that's the treasure?
I don't know. An axe. What if... I don't know. What if we remove it and it sets off a trap or something?
Didn't you have that spell that lets you know there's traps around?
Had been the key here.
Oh, you don't have it anymore?
No, I didn't. I swapped it for another. I didn't prepare
Oh
it.
yes, you swapped it for the one that got me soaked. Thanks for that, Shrew.
It was worth it, though. I think you'll agree.
I suppose we can check if there's any traps around. Can you detect if there's magic?
Well...
Or can't you do that either? All you can do is get me wet.
Well, don't put it that way. Let me see. No, it would appear that I can't do that one either. No. About Sister Garel or Fenna?
My powers don't extend to being able to detect magic.
Well, at least we can do magic, Fabian. What about you? What can you do?
I can cut off your head.
Now, don't be rash. I'll just check it the good old way, mechanically.
I can detect magic?
Whoa.
If that is what you need?
Yes. Gary. A lady
Please.
of lots of talents and very talented lady.
You asked me not to call you Mr. Shrew?
Yes.
Please do not call me Gary.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Garel, please.
Garel, of course. I am so sorry. Truly am sorry. Garel. Just a weird name. But yes, do detect magic if you can.
So Sister Garel starts chanting in Elvish, moving her hands around. She starts walking around the room, carefully. Yes, sir. There's a magical aura coming from that axe.
The axe is magical. Let me check for traps. I want to check the statue for any mechanisms and see if it may be trapped.
Alright then, check for traps. Give me an investigation roll.
That's a 9.
You inspect the statue. You don't find any traps or triggers or pressure plates, but now that you're closer to it, you see that even for a dwarf, it appears to have a solemn face, and it seems almost as if the statue was weeping.
I want to cast Speak with Statues. I wish it existed, but it doesn't. This fellow here looks rather sad. I don't know if stealing his axe is gonna make things better.
Well, he's got no use for it.
No,
I could do with a nice new shiny axe.
Yes, I was gonna suggest that, but... I don't know, something feels off here.
Well, he's not going to need it anymore.
Well, it's a statue, he's never needed it.
I'll take it if you're not going to take it.
Calm down.
Murkub starts walking towards the statue.
Hey, Murkub. Hold on. Don't be rash. Pass me your great axe.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna replace it with his.
Oh, I see. You're going to do the old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo, yes. Maybe he finds that one less heavy, I don't know, and he'll be happy for it.
Alright then. He passes you his great axe.
Okay.
You going for the switcheroo?
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, that's bad. Total of 5.
Okay, so you're preparing yourself now to grab the bronzen axe with one hand and swiftly replace it with Murkub's axe. As you grab onto the bronzen axe, feel the cold of the metal. You yank it with one hand, and you try to replace it with Murkub's axe, but you clang the head of the statue before being able to place it in his hands.
Why, I'm sorry, friend.
You hear this echo of steel clashing with stone reverberate through the hall, but you manage to place the axe within its hands. Nothing happens.
There. Job done. And I toss the axe to Murgub.
Oh, don't think I've ever had anything this valuable before.
Well, you stick around with Shrew's Shrubberies and you get handsomely rewarded. Now let's get the heck out of here before things turn sour. I want to check the face of the statue. Does he look solemn or is he now smiling?
He looks the same.
Okay. Well, friend, wish I knew your name, but alas, I'll have to ask Norus or Dazzling when we meet next. Farewell for now. I jump off the statue and I hastily walk out the exit.
Your feet touch the floor and you start moving towards the entrance you had come through. You feel as if the hall has suddenly erupted with motion. You see spiders emerging from all directions, their eyes glinting with malevolence. And the ground itself beneath you seems to writhe with countless legs. And that's where we're going to call it a session.
Oh no, I knew it. I knew there were spiders in here. Damn it. I wonder if I tripped the trap or there wasn't any trap to trip. It's just, I don't know. We'll have to, maybe it's something we can talk about into the studio for tomorrow's listeners.
So yeah, if you want to hear more about our reflection on today's episode where we discuss what's just happened, particularly this little cliffhanger we've left you on, be sure to visit i2td.com and follow the link there to our Buy Me a Coffee page, where by becoming a member, you can get access to some exclusive mini podcast episodes where we reflect on the previous day's episode.
That's right, and over there you'll also find items you can donate, and in that way become part of the story yourselves. One-off donations that help Shrew, and in turn help us carry on creating this wonderful podcast that we all love so much.
And if you can't or don't want to donate, you can certainly help us by liking, leaving a comment, rating the podcast on your podcast player of choice, subscribing on YouTube, and of course sharing links to all the good stuff.
Yeah, and telling your friends as well. Keep them posted, keep them updated, keep them informed about Shrew and his Shrubberies and about Into the Dungeon. And usually here's where we have our Twitter twatter, but we're still thinking of a name to replace it because now it's X. So X marks the spot. Nah, not good enough. So we'll think of something eventually. But for the meantime, well, the truth is we posted a question and no one cared to answer. So we'll leave it on, and if we get a few answers in the coming days, we'll use it for next episode.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've learnt with, I think it was the Twitter twat a few weeks ago. They tend to do better if we post them a few days before the episode rather than the day that we're actually recording. So we'll have to make a mental note to maybe post the questions a little beforehand, a couple of days before.
Yeah, that would help, definitely. But anyway, moving on to the end of Episode Club, the last one standing, where we give you a password. You insert said password in a comment section or in our Discord, wherever you can find us. And we'll review it, go over the ones we like best, and then for prosperity, we'll have it on Discord in an exclusive channel for you last ones standing, those that have used the password before. And you can always go back and check to every week's last one standing winner. So what's today's password, Nick?
Today's password is switcheroo.
Switcheroo. Oh yeah. Obviously because of that switcheroo with the axe.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We hope you enjoyed that episode, and we hope that cliffhanger leaves you wanting more and ready to join us next week as we delve
into the dungeon.
Erevan lies sprawled out on a comfortable-looking chair.
Sorry. No, I thought you were going to say Erevan lies sprawled naked. Sorry.
I'll ask you for a perception check now.
That's a 9. Better. Natural 20. But the sound. Otherwise, the sound that I just to make it cleaner. I'm going to replace it with his.
Oh, I see. You're going to do the old Indiana Jones trick.
Yes, the switcheroo.
The old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo, yes. I was going to look for switcheroo stats. My modifier for switcheroo. Sleight of hand, you said, yeah?
Yeah.